It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso on SABC3. Now, we are feeling so inspired this morning to have with us a man who's traveled far and wide to discover his musical gift. He's been all over the world touring, redefining what his sound is. His name is Brett Newski, and here he is with Cortisones and Cobblestones.
On an afternoon in August where I guessed I would lean in halfway to the middle where we met, just to be whisked away by some goddamn bus ticket we had invested in. It's an outcome that one would never choose, like the phone booths up in London people look at but don't use. And these roads might coincide again someday, thanks to airplanes in the sky subtracting driving time away. Well, anyway, cheers to our new homes, core zones on cobblestones. Cheers to our new homes, core zones on cobblestones. Cheers to our new homes. Let's scrape our hearts up from the road. From Chicago in the USA up to Montreal, French Canada, a short wink from the States. So there's a story left unfinished. There's some potholes in the highway that someone best go pave. Because out here where we are all the same, yep, our past it's incomplete and our future is amazing. It might make some sense to settle down, a sacrifice that most will make, but I won't make, at least not today. Cheers to our new homes, core zones on cobblestones. Cheers to our new homes, core zones on cobblestones. Cheers to our new homes. Let's scrape our hearts up from the road. Big scary dreams, well, they don't make me nervous, just the ones that you stroll into. But you stay just for a moment in my map. It has proven rather worthless. There's no fear in getting lost if you're doing it on purpose. And we know, cheers to our new homes, core zones on cobblestones. Cheers to our new homes, core zones on cobblestones. Cheers to our new homes. Let's scrape our hearts up from the road.
Come on, man. Brett Newski, dude, loving it, loving it. So wait, if people have never heard you sing before and they're like, what genre of music is that? How would you describe it?
Some people call it like power folk, or I've heard it called folk Armageddon.
Folk Armageddon.
Or cow punk. But I don't know. It's just
wow.
like hard, fast acoustic music usually.
And that particular song that you just sang, the Cobblestones and Cortisones and Cobblestones, what is it about?
Well, I wrote it when I moved to Asia a few years ago, and I went traveling, and it started as like a travel mission, just mucking around, kind of figuring out my stuff. But I ended up moving to Saigon, Vietnam, because I just loved the city. It was super bizarre. So I moved there, and then I ended up getting a bunch of work. I was teaching guitar, and I was doing commercial music for tampon ads.
Oh, wow.
For like some ad agencies there.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of other stuff too, but it was fun, and it was super weird. Like, these commercial music beds would play in the movie theaters before like James Bond and stuff. Yeah.
And that's how it all came about then?
Yeah, I ended up staying there 2 years. It was just comfortable. It was a nice lifestyle. I could work on music. You know, it's just less hectic, I think, than living in the States where everything is so turbo fast and like every market is just so full and like ultra competitive that it was cool to be able to work a little less and work more on art and that kind of thing.
All right, dude, I can't wait to explore more about your story, especially knowing that he had a band called Brett Newski and the Corruption. Yeah, we'll find out more about that later. Right now, let's catch up with the early morning headlines.